Thank you for joining me here today on Today I Choose. Now, we have been really looking in closely at the quantum mechanics around PTSD and the brilliance that it requires to create it in the first place. And, you know, in those actions, we can see why some people can get over it and some people don't, right? So, in taking back our power, in taking back our choices, in understanding our magic, and dismantling our old magic of yesterday, we can free ourselves for today. And so today, as we dive back in, right, we're looking at, we had this little boy or this child who, looks down on this moment of time, say he's getting, the poo kicked out of him, or he's being berated, or, he's being sexually violated, whatever that is. And he escapes his body. And then he decides that he's going to encapsulate that moment so that tomorrow when he gets up, it's not going to be occupying his thoughts. It's not going to be in the forefront of his mind, so that he can, it's almost like I'm going to take that, and it's what the world today calls compartmentalizing. But what's real and true is that anytime we tie off a loop of anything, right, it becomes independent and sits on top of rather than being a part of. And that's what happens in these loops, is they're sitting on the timeline rather than being a part of the timeline. Now, what's real and true on any level of existence, that if you have loops, you're probably going to snag them, right? Hence us getting triggered and feeling haunted, and seeing the same scenarios showing up over and over in our lives. So we've got this child who has tied this moment off. He's created a cyst on his timeline, or a time loop, so that he can get up tomorrow and have breakfast with these people that are claiming to be his family, right? Now, the amazing thing is that he has very few distinct memories about this. And the scary thing is that he has very few distinct memories about this, right? Because in those time loops, many of my clients call them the black holes. Number one, a black hole sucks a lot of energy, and it's just a void of darkness, right? Doesn't matter how light you are when you go in that black hole, it just absorbs you, right? Hence our versions of what is called hell, like just this void. But we're haunted, right? And so this kid looks down and he's like, okay, 6 timelines here. Maybe I'm going to hop over a few frames where things are similar, not so dissimilar that I can't function, right? But not so dire, right? So then he hops over a few frames, hence us starting to diminish our experiences. Because as we hop over these few frames, what if they aren't really so bad, right? We remember this to some degree. And over here, 3 realities over, it's similar, but maybe things didn't go as far. Maybe things weren't quite as disruptive, right? So here we are over here feeling something's off. Maybe we don't quite belong. Maybe we don't have the script for how things are playing out in front of us. Maybe our words aren't matching how things are playing out around us. We feel awkward, right? Empty, alone, right? We're having trouble relating. I think you can all understand how this feels now and can relate to what I'm saying. So now the thing is you can understand that from an adult perspective when we have somebody that, say, had a car accident and he's got amnesia and he maybe has a recognition for the people around him, but things don't feel right. Right? He's not feeling the same connection to the people around him as he felt over here. Right? He's feeling misplaced, unheard, unseen. Right? What if you're 5? Right? What if you're 5, and then what if you're 6, and what if you're 8, and what if you're 12, and what if you're 13, 14, 15, right? And it just keeps happening, right? So as this young adult is growing this trunk of resilience and consistency of choice, this person over here is bouncing through time like a bush, right? So big, massive, strong oak tree, scrub tree bush, right? Just fracture after fracture after fracture. Reality hop, reality hop, reality hop until we don't know the difference. I have to truly say, right? I had no idea I wasn't in my body. I had no idea, right? My first ejection, I was 6 months old. I had no idea. I had no idea what it felt like before that, right? I had no idea that other people weren't seeing what I was seeing or having the same experiences, right? We just don't know. So I urge you to have faith in you, right? You are amazing. I have not met a person, even on the streets, at the shelters, that has PTSD that is not brilliant, right? You are brilliant. You are amazing. You are so magical, so creative, right? We've just been trying to survive. And I want you to find freedom so that you can be who you were intended to be. Please hop on that 30-minute freedom call and let's see what you're doing. Let's see how it operates. You know, through all this, I've learned or have been told numerous times that, I'm very accurate, right? So let's hop in and let's see what we see. I want nothing more than you to have your freedom. And that can happen so quickly. 90 days, your timeline can be clean. Literally completely clean, right? And within 6 months, life can be operating in you knowing who you are, why you're here, what you want, and getting it, right? So enjoy. And thanks for joining me here on Today I Choose. And hop on CherieDoyen.com and book that call.